Moderna stock to crash? Hey, it's Linus here. In this Moderna stock analysis video, I'll be sharing with you should you buy or sell Moderna stock. As always, this information that I'll be sharing with you in this video is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. So make sure you always do your own due diligence when you're investing or trading in the stock market. Right, so with that out of the way, let me share with you my Moderna stock technical analysis. This is the price chart for Moderna stock, and as of the filming of this video, we are at a price level of around $411.89. And if we zoom out on the price chart over here, just by taking a look at this zoom out price chart for Moderna stock, I'm definitely not looking to buy Moderna stock right now. And the reason is simple, because Moderna stock has run up too much too quickly. Right, so if you take a look over here, we see that Moderna stock has been rising steadily over here. And then in recent months and in recent weeks, you see that Moderna stock has really run up very fast over here. In fact, if we take a look at the start of January of 2021, around at this price level over here, Moderna stock price was at around $90. Fast forward 7-8 months later, Moderna stock is more than 4 times the price at the start of the year. And that came even at the back of a huge rise in price that Moderna stock experienced in 2020. So in 2020, it started at a price level of around $18. So in 2020, Moderna stock price also increased by more than 4-fold. And now in 2021, in just 8 months, Moderna stock has also rise up in price by more than 4 times since the start of the year. So from the start of 2020 to where we are currently at right now, Moderna stock has more than 20x its price. And that is an incredible run up in prices. Even if you do not take into account these incredible numbers that Moderna stock has put in the past 2 years, just by taking a look at the price chart for Moderna stock, especially when we see prices do this on our price chart, this huge rise up in price in a very short period of time. And more times than not, when a stock price rises up that quickly in such a short period of time, chances are the stock might move sideways for an extended period of time or even decline from there. Can I be wrong in my analysis and Moderna stock continue to rise up in price and break beyond this price level of around $497? Sure, because there are no certainties in the stock market. But in the stock market, we are always talking about probabilities. And there's a high probability over here that Moderna stock will move sideways for an extended period of time or decline from here. So let's zoom in where we are currently at right now and let me share with you my analysis of Moderna stock and where I believe it will move in the future. The first thing that Moderna stock is likely to do moving forward in the future, as mentioned earlier on, is that Moderna stock is likely to move sideways and trade between the price range of around $500 to this price range of around $361. That's the first thing. The second thing is prices breaking below this price level of around $361. But before prices break below this price level of $361, ideally I would like to see prices move up from here and move above this price level of around $500. And once it's slightly above this price level, it comes crashing down and below this price level of $361. The reason why I want to see Moderna stock move above this price level of around $500 before crashing down over here is because if prices do move slightly above this price level of $500 and then come crashing down back after that, it indicates to me there's some manipulation in Moderna stock and the market makers and big boys are in this trade also. And in this trade, I mean that the market makers and big boys are also taking a short position on Moderna stock. And if we are entering our positions in the market, we always want to align ourselves with the big boys and market makers because they control most of the liquidity in the markets and they tend to move prices in their direction. So why do prices have to move slightly above this price level of $500 and then move back down to indicate there's a likelihood that the big boys and market makers are in this position? Because if you take a look over at this price level of $500, if prices do move above this price level of $500, which kind of traders do you think will enter this position? It will be the breakout traders, right? So breakout traders are the traders that wait for price level to move above the previous resistance, which in this case is the price level of $500. And then once prices break above this price level, the breakout traders will enter their long positions in the stock. So when these breakout traders buy their positions in the market makers and big boys will feel the other side of the trade, which is a short position. So why is this so? Because when we are taking a trade in the markets, when we enter our position with the market makers and big boys have to take the other side of our position. So if we are buying a position, the market makers have to sell the position to us. Similarly, the opposite is true. If we are selling a position, the market makers and the big boys have to buy a position. Right, so when the breakout traders enter their buy positions over here, the market makers and big boys will have a short position at that point in time. Furthermore, there's also another type of traders at this price level of $500. Let's call these traders the resistance traders. So what typically happens when the price reaches a resistance area? Prices tend to bounce back down, right? So when resistance traders see that prices are reaching at the price level of $500, they will look to enter their short position in the market because they believe that at the resistance, prices are likely to fall from there. And when they enter their short position at this price level of $500, where are they likely to set their stop losses? they're likely to set their stop losses just above this price level of $500 at around this area over here, right? So since these resistance traders are entering their short positions, their stop loss orders will be buy stop orders. So when prices move above this resistance level at the price level of $500 and move slightly above that, it is likely to trigger the buy stop orders from these resistance traders. And like I mentioned earlier on, because these stop loss orders are buy stop orders, when the stop losses of these resistance traders are triggered, it becomes buy stop orders. And because the market makers and big boys are taking the opposite side of the trade, the market makers and big boys are accumulating short positions at this point in time. And that is why when prices move above this previous high at around $500 and above over here, the market makers and big boys are accumulating their short positions. And when the market makers and big boys are accumulating their short positions, it is likely that they want the stock price to move downwards. Because when they are short on a stock, as the stock price moves down, they are making money on that stock. So ideally, before prices break below this price level of around $361, I would like to see prices moving slightly above the price level of $500 and then move back down. And then after that, if prices break below this price level of $361, it can be a good time to short the stock. So should you buy or sell Moderna stock right now? Based on probabilities, there's a higher chance that Moderna stock will move sideways for an extended period of time or even decline in price. So for me personally, I'm not looking to buy Moderna stock. If I were to enter my position in Moderna stock, it is more likely to be on the short position rather than a long position. That's not to say that you can't make money on Moderna stock on a long position right now. But looking at the huge run-up in price for Moderna stock, I'm more inclined towards selling rather than buying. So that's my technical analysis for Moderna stock. Hopefully you have enjoyed and learned something from this video. If you did, smash that like button because it will really help the channel grow and allow me to produce more content such as this. And if you are new to this channel and haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel because each week I release new videos about investing, trading and the stock market. I'll see you in those other videos to your financial success.